guys have won. You guys are streaking.
Yeah, streaking.
What?
Frank the Tank.
Yeah. What's the best part about this one?
I would say, back-to-back games with 35 assists, and against that team to only have 6 turnovers, I think is tremendous. And obviously, you have to make shots to get the assist. But I just think the last 2 games, the ball movement, the player movement, not play with each other, but play for each other mentality was really prevalent in both games and had a lot to do with winning both games by a large margin. Nikola gets a triple double in 28 minutes. Bones gets his first career double double, 27 and 10. Zeke with 11 boards off the bench. Just so many guys stepped up, but 133 points, 35 assists, 23 made threes. And I felt in that second half, our defense was terrific. Obviously, in that first quarter, I believe they had first half, they had 32 in the paint. First quarter, they had 20 in the paint. After that, much better job defensively. We held them to 36 points in the second half, 35 from the field. So just an all-round a team win, back-to-back team wins. It wasn't just one person. The bench was great, the starters were great, and that allows you to have a game where you kind of win the second half and play really well for 4 quarters. Oh, we gave it to Devon Reed. You could have given it to Jeff Green. Jeff told me he was a little disappointed he didn't get it. He had a speech ready. But I said, well, hold on to that speech for another time. But yeah, I felt Davon, again, undermanned, guys are not here, COVID, injuries, whatever. So when your number is called, go out there and play and do your job. And I thought D. Reed was great tonight. I thought his defense on LeBron, arguably the greatest player to ever play, was terrific on other guys as well. So yeah, he's the guy that won it tonight. And let's be honest, man, the schedule has been unrelenting. We play our third game in 4 nights tomorrow. The crazy thing about that is of our 4 meetings against Utah this year, 3 of them for us on the second night of a back-to-back. And they haven't played since the 12th. So they have a nice 4-day break, and we're playing them in a third game in 4 nights. But we love it. We're not going to make any excuses. We're going to go out there and try to get our third win on this homestand if we can.
Coach, whenever Bones hits at least 2 or more threes, he's right now 11 and 2. And when he scores double digits, I believe it's 11. What is it about his spark off the bench that gives you guys a lift that you don't get when he's not playing that way?
Well, the scoring, obviously, his ability to shoot the ball from deep. He was 6 of 10 from 3 tonight. His ability to handle the ball, get by people, make plays. We don't have a lot of guys like that. I love the fact that I think, late in the game, he got a little like, hey, I'm having a game. So he took some shots that you take when you're having a night like that. But I just love the pace in which he's playing. It's not just about Bones. He's playing for the team, making the right plays, driving kick, making his teammates better. He had 10 rebounds tonight. For the smallest guy, the lightest guy out there, that kid mixes it up. He rebounds. And that's back-to-back games where he has sat down and guarded in the post. And I love that. To see him make that mean face and guard and put his body out there, he's doing everything we're asking him to do. And I just love the maturation of a young man who's had a really tough, inconsistent year because of COVID, because of ankles, whatever. And the last 2 games, he's been terrific.
Coach, the bench, second game in a row that something's really clicked with that group and they've really kind of driven that success. What do you think that something is, and where do you think it is at this point of the season?
Yeah, well, I would say when you look at it, you have a lot of guys playing well in that unit. Facu's coming off an 18 and 12 game. Tonight, Bones gets a 27 and 10 game. Zeke grabs 11 boards, 8 points. D. Reed was phenomenal tonight in his minutes off the bench. It's and then I think getting Jeff out and letting him play with that unit, I think he's a calming influence, calming effect on that group. You put him in those pick and rolls. A lot of teams are switching all that, and Jeff can pick and pop. He can pick and roll. He can dunk on you. He can knock down a 3. But I think the biggest thing is that group is playing as one on both ends. They're playing for each other. They're helping each other, and they're trying to make each other better. And that's been the best part of watching it for me.
After your conversation with Bones before the Portland game, did you have any concerns that he would play with that same kind of juice or that he would maybe defer a bit more?
No, because part of it was I told him, I said, listen, I gotta, Facu is a terrific player, but Facu has the ball in his hands a lot. So sometimes when it's Facu, sometimes when you don't touch it and then you touch it for that first time, it feels like, okay, let me get used to this. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting everybody involved, let everybody touch it. So now when that ball does find you, you have a rhythm, you felt that ball. So no, I told him, I said, the great thing about you, Bones, is the pace in which you play and your quickness and your ability to get downhill. We don't have a lot of that. So I need you to stay in attack mode, but just be in attack mode for the right play. Because I felt for a while he was just in attack mode trying to get his. And I think the message was delivered. More importantly, it was received, and I think he's been phenomenal. And we're going to continue to have those conversations because it's my duty as a head coach to help him, to make sure I'm spending time with him off the court, talking with him, basketball, life, whatever it may be, so that he knows that I love him, I care about him. And then he's going to go out there and play better because of that.
Michael, the other day, you said you think Nikola gets more satisfaction out of winning games when you guys are down X amount of people. Do you get the same satisfaction given that you guys are now won 4 or 5?
Yeah, I mean, I just, it's all about winning, just win, baby. I don't care who's playing, who's not playing. All that pushes me, motivates me is trying to help this team win. And when I don't do that, it's frustrating, but, yeah, no JaMichael, no Austin, no Jamal, no Michael Porter Jr., no PJ, no Vlatko, no Marcus. I'm probably missing a few guys. But we have more than enough in that locker room to go out there and get the job done. And that's one thing I've stressed from day one. We're not going to make excuses. We're not going to offer explanations. We're gonna spend all of our time trying to figure out a way to get it done. So came up with a great game plan. It worked tonight. We play them again, and it's going to be a different challenge that night. So tonight it went in our favor. I don't know if we're as good as we played tonight, and I know they're definitely not as bad as they played tonight. This somewhere in the middle is probably reality, but we'll take it. And we'll live to fight another game tomorrow against Utah. Appreciate it, everybody.